Perfect. I want to be respectful of your time. So welcome. This is the webinar about SeedSpot's upcoming programs. SeedSpot is a globally ranked business accelerator for entrepreneurs who are exploring or building a new business that makes a positive impact in their community. So thousands of entrepreneurs have built their for-profit or non-profit ventures by leveraging the SeedSpot support. So we offer national programs. We also offer local programs and some regional programs. All of them are usually virtual, and they are very focused on your growth. The agenda for today is so really easy. Today, I'm going to have some introductions. I'm going to introduce myself. You guys get to learn really quickly about SeedSpot. I'm going to show you an alumni story. We're going to learn about the different programs that we have upcoming, some application deadlines and tips, and then at the end, I will be happy to answer any specific questions that you may have. So I would love if Eva and Emily, if you can type in the chat, where are you from, which state are you, and which one is your venture name. I want to be sure that I can do this as custom as I can for you. While you do that, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Linda Norquez. I'm the Marketing and Recruitment Manager at SeedSpot. I have a passion for social impact-driven ventures. I am a bilingual marketing strategist with over a decade of experience connecting ventures with diverse audiences. So I'm really good at crafting impactful messages. So since middle school, I want to say I've been selling things. I'm being an entrepreneur. I have my own consultancy. And now I'm extremely happy to be here at SeedSpot supporting in the marketing and the recruitment of new brands and ventures. The other person that I want you guys to meet is Tristan Gandolfi. She's not here today, but she's the VP of programs. She's going to be the person that is going to be leading every single one of these programs, directing them, and she is your go-to person right after you start any of the programs. So let's go to talk about SeedSpot. SeedSpot, based in our 2025 impact report, we have helped to 447 million revenue generated, but all combined, all the entrepreneurs and founders that had worked with us. They have raised over 229 million in capital, and they have created combined 11,000 jobs. We usually have in our cohorts 62% women, 37% men, and 1% non-binary. And we usually serve 84% of underrepresented founders. Since 2012 that we were founded here in Arizona, I'm in Arizona, 4,616 entrepreneurs have been served. So I'm here in Arizona. We don't have a physical place, but we have presence in Arizona, Chicago, and the DMV as well as a national presence. And let's go to talk about Ashunta. Ashunta is one of our more beloved alumni. She is the founder of Ashunta Sheriff's Beauty. She was part of the Retail Brand Accelerator cohort, the first cohort actually in 2024. She's a celebrity makeup artist with a lot of experience doing this job. And when she came here, she was just starting her brand. It was only her and her computer. And after she was able to go through the Retail Brand Accelerator, now she's selling at Nordstrom. She has been having collaborations with really high-profile clienteles like Alicia Keys and Rihanna and Zendaya. You cannot get bigger than that. So really, she's one of the biggest examples that we have for CPG branding that have gone through our programs. We also have another two. We have Sidley. Sidley, his owner, which his name is Mateen. Mateen is from New York. His mom actually was the one who started to cook these snacks in her kitchen. And after going through our program, now he's selling at Whole Foods markets, Aaron Hood, Wegmans, and Mom's Organic Market. And it's really fun with him because right going in the third or fourth week of being in the Retail Accelerator with us is that he got the ads from Whole Foods Market. So it was something really excited. We also have the Best Damn Tape. If you're not a hockey person, you don't know who they are. But, they came from a dorm. Logan, which is in Ohio, he started this brand. He's a hockey player. He started this brand in his dorm. And after going through our program, now he's selling his brand in Walmart and all big depot shops that are hockey specific. So I'm really, really proud of these specific brands. And now, without any more ado, let's go to talk about our upcoming programs. I would love to see, I'm not sure if I'm able to see the chat. So if Eva or Emily, if you want to come out really quickly off the mic and just let me know your brand, what type of brand is the one that you have, please just raise your hands and do it at any moment so I can focus a little bit more specifically in a program that fits you. And I'm going to give you an overview. Okay, Emily, how are
Yeah. Hello. Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. My name is Emily Matus, and I'm the founder of 730. I have a traditional retail CPG brand for planners and paper stationery goods. We have a proprietary framework for our planners. So we've been a fast growing quarterly planner. A fast growing, best selling quarterly planner brand. So that's kind of how I kicked off, and it just kind of took off on its own, and we've grown all organically. We're in a couple stores in Chicago, and we just want to scale, take this product to more stores, keep expanding the market, keep growing our organic reach as well. That has been pretty good so far. So really excited to just learn more about these programs and be connected.
perfect? Thank you, Emily. Very nice to meet you. Of course, I have seen your products and been in your website. Eh, And I'm going to be sure to let you know which ones are the best fit for you. Eva, you want to also come out of mute at any moment, just raise your hands and let us know, okay? Perfect. So let's go to start with the upcoming programs. So I select all the upcoming programs for this year that is coming. So these are some of the programs. So we have the Emerging Retail Brand Accelerator Midwest, which I feel is going to be a really good fit for you, Emily. This Emerging Retail Brand Accelerator is a 8-week virtual accelerator for early stage CPG brands ready to grow in retail. We are going to be receiving founders from Ohio, Chicago, Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Iowa. So this specific accelerator includes a series of virtual workshops, one-on-one mentoring. We're going to talk about supplies criteria, how to grow within retail, manufacturing, and also you're going to be learning about inventory and how to grow and keeping your CPG brand sustainable. The other program that we're going to have afterwards is an Impact Accelerator. This is going to be a national program. This is more for businesses. This is not CPG specific. So this could go for nonprofits, for profits, really any kind of venture that has a business is agnostic, is not an industry specific, but it's for those businesses that are just starting, are in the first, second year, and they are in pre-seed stage and they want to get investment ready or they want to grow to the next stage. So it's really targeted for those early stage ventures. Since I see that we have CPG, then I'm going to move. After that, this will be another good fit for you. It will be the Retail Brand Accelerator. The Retail Brand Accelerator, it really prepares the underrepresented founders to break through into mass retail. So in this one, you need to be already, of course, selling in some channels locally, regionally, but this one is going to give you the jump into national retail. This one, you're going to be building essential skills where you can achieve that product placement in different retailers. And this is the one that Ashunta went through to get into Nordstrom, Logan went through to get into Walmart. In the past, we have alumni that have get into Sephora, Ulta, Sprouts, Whole Foods, It just depends, where your CPG brand is the best fit to. This is definitely recommended. This is going to be a national accelerator, which I love when it's national. It means that any state is absolutely welcome. One of the questions that I get, Emily, I don't know if this will be one of your questions, is like, okay, if I go through the Emerging Retail Brand Accelerator, can I go through the retail later? Yes. You're more than welcome. We have people that have started in the first stage accelerator and then moves into the other one. So if you go through one, you're welcome also go through the second one. And the other thing that is great about the Retail Brand Accelerator is we use that one as a pool to get into what it calls Road to Open Call. Road to Open Call DMB, we create that program, and it's specifically with Walmart. In that program is just going to be a really short program. You're going to have a few workshops where you're going to refine your presentation to buyers in Walmart, and we're going to help you to create that presentation. At the end of the program, after those few workshops, you're going to be live in the DMV in front of actual Walmart buyers, and you're going to do your presentation where they will decide if they are going to be able to get you or not into national Walmart. A lot of people have gone through this thinking, I'm not ready, I'm not prepared, and they actually made it. This is an amazing program. Walmart, when they don't receive the people right away into their shelves, they keep you actually in a database. And when they have new business lines or they have other retailers, similar opportunities, they are going to reach out to you. So this is also a really good opportunity for you to do that specific pitch on the big leaks. Let's going to put it that way. So we usually use the cohort that we have in Retail Brand Accelerator to move into the Road to Open Call. So that will be also a really good opportunity for you, Emily. I think your branded agendas and calendars and everything that you have obviously could be a really good match to be sold in Walmart. And after that, we're also going to have 2 launch camps. We're going to have a launch camp in DC, and we're going to have another one in Chicago. What is a launch camp? Launch camp is for early stage. So if you just are an ideation stage, you just starting is your first year, you really need to put those foundations. You really need to concentrate in, okay, what is your idea? How are you going to make it work? Should I do a nonprofit? Should I do a for-profit? What is the problem that I'm really solving? Who are really my clients? So these launch camps are usually one day, in person or virtual. They are specifically for very early stage and ideation stage brands or ventures. Do you have any questions, Emily, about this?
Not so far. I think maybe at the end I'll have some questions I'll save.
Perfect. I just want to be sure, but yes, Emerging Brand Retail Accelerator is a good one for you, and Retail Brand Accelerator, and of course, after that, Road to Open Call. So here is a programs overview. We've been doing virtual way before the pandemic started, right? So we're really skilled at making virtual programming really exciting, really active. And as you can see, this is one of the classes. Everything is going to be done via Zoom. You're going to get group and individualized feedback and mentoring. You're going to be working with the whole cohort. You're also going to be working in small groups with only 2 or 3 ventures in break rooms, and you're going to have the opportunity to have office hours with the program manager. You're going to be able to have office hours with the mentoring residents, where those office hours, you're going to be able to ask any questions, either it's related to the curriculum, you just need help with the pitch, or you just have a question that it was something that you haven't seen in the curriculum yet and you really need help with. You're going to be working with a digital and interactive workbook. Yes, you will have homework, but the homework and all the activities that you're going to be doing during the accelerator is going to be all working on your own business. So if you're talking about projections, you're going to be doing your own projections. If you're going to be talking about marketing packaging, you're going to be refining or auditing your current packaging. Something really great that we have right now, we have an actual website where you're going to be able to find your mentors. We usually have 7 to 9 mentors. To be a mentor in any of these accelerators, you need to have at least 7 to 10 years of experience in that specific industry. You need to be a founder, or you need to be working in the industry at the moment. So this is great because you're expected to meet with a mentor once a week. So you are going to just go into this website. You're going to be able to see their faces, the linking, their curriculum, what are their strong, key features, and you're going to be able to see their schedule. So you're going to choose who do you want to meet with. Everybody's going to be slightly different. We try to put an expert in marketing, an expert on teams, or an expert in processes, an expert in manufacturing. So everybody's going to be having a different and a slightly different expertise for you. So if you want to meet with the same person for all 8 weeks or 10 weeks from the program, you're welcome. But if you want to just meet with somebody different because you already learned what you needed from him, you're also welcome. All our mentors are also instructed to do introductions for you, because one of our main goals at the end of the accelerator is that you create your own network. So they are going to do introduction if they know a person in the industry that will be a really good either mentor or a really good person for you to meet. They will do those introductions for you. So that's something that I'm really excited, because that is community. Having those networks and having that one-on-one experience is going to be really important for you to be able to grow. These are some of the weekly topics. So this is just an example. When you go through the 8 weeks, the first week, it could be foundation. What is foundation? It could be a readiness checklist. In the case of Retail Brand Accelerator, in that foundations, you're going to have a buyer's checklist. So we actually invite that first week the buyers. It depends who's in the cohort, but we can invite people from Target, from Sprouts, from Walmart, and they are going to give you a readiness checklist. They're going to tell you, this is what we need you to have in place in order to pitch to us and for us to keep that conversation going. It's going to be talking about business model, problem solutions. Week 2, pitch. Pitch is extremely important, but it's going to be slightly different in every single accelerator. Retail Brand Accelerator is going to focus in your pitch for buyers. So you're going to be refining the pitch that you're going to be to national retail buyers. In the Emerging Brand Accelerator, since you're not going to be talking to buyers yet, it's going to be your pitch and the content that you're going to need for processes, manufacturing, and inventory. And in the Impact Accelerator, is going to be the pitch that you're going to give to future investors. So it's going to be different, but it's just going to help you to refine. At the end, during graduation time, you're going to be giving this pitch live. You're welcome to invite any potential investors, potential partners. We also will invite potential investors and partners, and you will give your pitch. And if somebody wants to talk to you and to your business, we're going to make it happen. Week 3, clarity. Clarity could be distribution channels, structure, how to just structure your vision, your goals into an achievable strategic plan. You need to be able, as an entrepreneur, you probably have so many important things to do. You're the marketing person, you're the finance person. You also have to be looking for money. This clarity week is going to really help you to find what are the right priorities for you to grow at the moment that you are. Then week 4, it could be funding. Funding, it could be anything about financial management. Is usually a really critical model that you always find in any accelerator. It's going to be everything about financial planning, development and expense roadmap, how to raise capital, and how to grow without going broke. We also have week 5, that is supply. Supply, we're talking about supply chain, everything that is manufacturing, regarding to logistics. It's really a deep dive into that production, packaging, supply chain, management capabilities, and the needs that you need to have in place to move into mass retail. When we talk about in the week 6 on branding and positioning, it's going to be everything about how strong your brand identity is. all the different strategies, visual identity design, brand storytelling techniques, just a 360-degree planning that provides tools, supports, and resources needed to support the growing to mass retail. And yes, it will also include a class where you're going to be talking about social media, digital marketing, and even influencers. And then we move into that digital marketing, everything about e-commerce. So how to leverage digital marketing channels, how to leverage your e-commerce platform so you can reach, how you can engage in the customers and you can get those repeat customers that are so important. Also, you're going to have topics that include website development, SEO, social media marketing, more strategies. So this is really important. Nowadays, marketing and digital marketing is pretty much everything for a CPG brand, but it's also community. After that, week 8 operations. So you can be talking about the operation, how to grow your team, how to hire people, everything related in how to grow without losing that sense, that essence that you have built as a brand. Usually the classes are either Monday and Wednesday or Tuesday and Thursday. The classes are usually 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern time. We try to make the classes usually only 1 hour, and we try to do it during lunchtime because we know that a lot of our founders may still have a full-time job or may still have another job. So we try to be able to accommodate, so they're going to be able to be there, because to be in our accelerators, you need to be almost 100% of the time in these live classes. It's only 1 hour. Everything else like mentorship, homework, classes, office hours is something that you can schedule around your own calendar, but this live class is something that you must attend. If you miss more than 2 classes, you will be kicked out of the program. When people ask me, okay, Linda, what is the commitment? So we're talking about 7 to 10 hours week commitment, and that includes the homework, the readings, the classes, the one-on-one with the mentors, the office hours. So if it's easier for you to strategize and to fix your calendar, you're talking about 7 to 10 hours commitment to the program to really get the most out of it. This is some of the qualifications, but I just wanted to show you this. Launch camps is usually idea stage, and Impact Accelerator programs, Retail Brand Accelerators, anything that is CPG, we are looking usually for brands that are in the pre-seed stage or the seed stage. Those are the ones where we have proven to help create a more rapid advance and scale of their brand. So I thought this was a really good graphic to show you. Applying, let's go to talk about applying. Applying here is really easy. Let's go over here. This is the admission process. So usually we have an info session for every single one of our programs. In that info session, Tristan is going to be there. The person in charge of the mentor is going to be there. We're going to be sure that you are going to be answering every single one of those questions. You're going to really understand what the curriculum specific for that program is. You're going to understand what we really are looking forward, to be a really good fit for us. So always please attend the info sessions. Even after you apply, either you can go to the info session first and then apply, or you can just apply, but then go to the info session. The next info session that I'm going to have is September 2nd. That's for Emerging Brand Accelerator. So Emily, if you want to, please feel free to check out that info session. We're going to be talking specifically about the curriculum and content for that Retail Accelerator. So the first thing that you can do is that, then submit an application. After that, we will review the application. I will be calling some of the brands for 20-minute interview. Sometimes I read the application and I don't get the full idea of your brand, what you're about. So I call for interview. So I get to know you just a little bit more. I just want to know, your why. Why did you start this? Why are you doing this? And maybe get information that was not necessarily in the application, because we want to be sure that, it's really hard already to do the selection, but I want to be sure that we give opportunity to every single person. After that, it's going to be an admissions committee. The admissions committee meets, they accept, usually we accept, like we choose half of the cohort, and we do that with the people who applies during priority deadline. After the priority deadline, we do a second admission committee, and we do the final, we fill out the other half of the cohort. And after we do that, we send an email and inform you if you got into the cohort or not. I'm always happy to answer questions. If for some reason you're not able to make it to a cohort, ask me, why. And I usually can tell you exactly, what happened. Most of the time, the truth is I can get 100 applications and I only have 25 spots. So when you only have 25 spots and you have 100 applications, it is really hard. It means it's nothing about you. Sometimes it's just I have other brands that maybe could be having more sales track that are a little bit more structured or ready to go right away. So that could be the reason. And usually that's one of the main reasons in the retail accelerators, because we do get a lot of applications. And after that, we have a welcome celebration. A welcome celebration is just a Zoom like this, where you get to meet your mentoring residents, your program manager, the mentor. You get to feel the community and feel how one of the classes goes. We have usually this like a week in advance before your first class. You get to meet the other people that is going to be on the cohort, just going to exchange names, linking. So by the time that you go to your first day, you already know who also is going to be there with you. So we think it's really great. What is a strong application? So first thing, do not answer the question with only one sentence. Sometimes I see yes, no. I really want to understand your why. And that is extremely important for us. So, try to really do complete sentences and give me the full picture. You don't have to give me specific details, but just give me a full picture. Remember that grammar is important. Lately, I have seen a lot of people just answering questions with ChatGPT, and they even forget to erase that is ChatGPT. So please don't use ChatGPT, I think as a founder, nobody better than you to really answer those questions. Our applications usually take, I wanted to say 30 to 40 minutes to answer. And that time is really intentional, because we don't want it to be too short to be a summary, but we really want to see inside of your business. Our applications are really easy. It's nothing difficult. You're going to have just normal questions. What is your revenue? What is your pitch? Why do you want to do this program? Things like that. So the application is really built around the things that we evaluate in every submission, like the readiness to scale. Is this program for me? Is not for me. It's for founders who are already operating, like you, Emily, and they are ready to grow or scale. So, most of our programs are not for ideation stage. So we want to be sure that we understand, we see what is your revenue in the last 12 months, if you have any user feedback, what are your accomplishments so far, So we want that snap picture from inside your business to really understand where you are right now and how can we help you. So a few things that separates and strong applications from a weak ones, answer every question specifically and completely. Respond directly to what is being asked, rather to, what you wish that we asked you. I see that a lot, people answering something else, not what I ask. And just let your personal story come through. For us, it's extremely important to know your why. Why are you so passionate about this product? Why did you start to do this in the first time? And where do you see yourself in the future? So we really want to know what drives you and why this business exists. Submit early. So applications are reviewed in a rolling basis. And the reason that I have a priority deadline is so those people who apply first, we can actually go through those and start to fill out the cohort. We may, even if you get accepted into the cohort early, usually we don't let you know at that time. We will inform you after the final deadline. But that's something that we actually do with the early applications. More over here is, the personal story, super important. And again, submit your application early. So what's next? Next, it will be, complete the online application if you find that you want to go to any of these upcoming programs. Attend the info session for that specific program. The only info session schedule is September 2nd for Emerging Retail Brand Accelerator Midwest. And then also follow the C-Spot channels. We have a LinkedIn, we have an Instagram channel where I usually add when we're going to open a new program or the deadline or info sessions, I enter posts over there. So it's a really good way for you to keep up with what is happening. Also, you go to cspot.org, you should be able to sign up for the newsletter. I send one newsletter a month, and that one usually comes with all the upcoming programs, what is open right now, if I have any waiting list. We have a blog that is really good. I try to do really good content in the blog that you really are going to be appreciative of, and it's going to help you somehow. And we also have our Seed Spot Connect in YouTube. So this, for example, this is going to be recorded because it's going to be uploaded there. But I have a few CPG classes that I upload for free. If you go to our YouTube channel, you should be able to see a few of the workshops over there for free. So it's a really good way also to keep up with what's happening at SeedSpot. Step 2, if you enter an application, sometimes I may have a question, something that I quite didn't understand, or a piece of information that you didn't enter and I wanted to know. Usually I will reach out to you, send you an email and ask you that question just for clarification. So that's totally normal. And finally, the last step, again, the acceptance email that you will get. So these are the upcoming deadlines for the Emerging Retail Brand Accelerator Midwest. So it's open now. The priority deadline is August 31st. The final deadline is September 28th, and it runs through October 19th through December 14th. The info session, like it shows over here, is in September 2nd. If you go to any of our social media, you should be able to see the link to RSVP, or I will be happy to send it to you if you're interested. After that, I have the Impact Accelerator, which again is for any for-profit, non-profit. So if you know another founder that maybe is not exactly CPG, but he would love to go through this accelerator, right now it's in waiting list, but the applications are going to start to open in October 26th. Then we have the Retail Brand Accelerator. I have a waiting list, so you're welcome to submit an applications right now. That one opens officially in January 5th, and it's going to run from March 29th through May 2027. Then we're going to have the Chicago Launch Camp. The Chicago Launch Camp is already, it haven't opened yet, but it's going to be running on April 2027. And the DC Launch Camp is going to be November 2026. And finally, the Road to Open Call. I didn't have the dates yet. I just got the dates this morning. It's a Road to Open Call that is going to be DMV in person. That means the classes are going to be virtual, but the pitch, you have to actually go to the DMV, to this Walmart building to actually pitch to them in person. So you need to do that. The Road to Open Call DMV is going to be on May 2027. And like I said before, please stay connected. Sometimes you don't find the right fit for your business right away, or it's okay if you don't get into a cohort right away. I have founders that have to apply 3-4 times before they're able to get into a cohort, but I'm always sure to check the application of somebody that I know that applied before. Like I usually like to give them first tips because I know that they've really been trying. So please stay connected, through our newsletter, again, LinkedIn, Instagram, or YouTube, where you can go and check one of the classes. And that's it for today. So if you guys have any questions, I will be happy to answer any questions. Do you have any questions, Emily?
Yeah, I think so far I don't have too many questions. I'm definitely interested in the one that has like the upcoming deadline, which is like, let me just look at my notes here. The
Emerging Retail Brand Accelerator.
Yes, and I guess do you think I could potentially do the impact one or I should
You
um
can do the impact one, yes. Like the fact that you are CPG doesn't have anything to do. That one is agnostic, and I have people from CPG doing the impact accelerator as well in the past.
okay.
So feel free. You're welcome to apply to all of them.
Okay.
What you cannot do is to be into accelerators at the same time. That's
Okay.
something that you cannot do. But if it's one and then the other one, you're welcome to apply.
Mhm.
So I will say apply to this one first. If you go to cspot.org, you should be able to see it over there. Open,
Mhm.
apply, sign up in the landing page of the emerging retail brand. At the bottom is the link to RSVP for that info session. So you just do that. And if on October 26th that I open the Impact Accelerator, you are welcome to apply to that one. That one could
Okay.
also be a really good fit for you. I have, like I say, I have in the past CPG brands there as well.
Okay, and then what about the Retail Brand Accelerator? Is that one that I should also keep in the back of my mind?
Absolutely. I think you should, yeah, because the time that goes between the merging and that one, it's about, I wanted to say over 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you time to grow and to get
Okay.
ready to be a good fit for that retail brand accelerator. And for that one, of course, I also going to have an info session.
Okay, sounds good. So for now, but those applications are currently online that I should already start applying to?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
If you go to cspot.org,
Mhm.
then it says apply. And in the drop down, go to Emerging Retail Brand Accelerator. Click over there and you can apply already for that one. And if you go at the bottom, RSVP for the info session as well.
Okay, perfect.
And then
Sounds good.
for the Impact Accelerator is not open yet, but I put like a waiting list. I'm letting people add their applications.
Hmm.
So if you want to do that now, do it. If you want to wait until October 26th, that's okay as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. Do you have any other question?
Nope.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming today. I will be happy if you want me to send you the recording of this. If that's something that you want to do, let me know and I can send you the recording so you can rewatch it. Anyways, I'm going to upload it to the YouTube. Emily, go to the YouTube. I have two specific workshops that could be really good for you. I have one that is about pitches for buyers
Mm-hmm.
from somebody who used to work in Sprouts for the longest time, and she was a buyer there. So she talks about how to structure your pitch, what they want to hear in a buyer's, and and that works in any retail level, not only mass retail. You're going to find buyers also. You want to practice and how to sell your product to retails, even if it's just a small local retail, regional, or national. So
Okay.
watch that one. That one is free, and then we have another one. Another class that is about line sheets. Do you know what line sheets are?
Yes.
Perfect. I didn't know until. But yes, that one is about line sheets. What is the best way to present the line sheets and structure the line sheets? And actually, I think um, the mentor in resident that is going to be the same mentor in resident, she's the one giving that class. So it's two classes that you can find over there for free. I think it's really good resources. I try to give you as much resources as I can. And then if you have any questions in the future, feel free to send me an email, linda@cspot.org. I'm always here and I'm always happy to support you with any questions, resources that you may have at any time.
Amazing. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Well, have an amazing day and thank you so much for being here today.
Amazing. Thank you, Linda. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.